love a person for who they are, bro, you can get through so much shit. Yeah, yeah. Like I just said, like unconditional love. I feel like these days it's underrated, man. That's I reckon that's part of the reason why people just break up easily. They don't work through their hard times because once you got unconditional love for someone, you can obviously look through a lot of bullshit and still love them for who they are. Even like you said, give them time. You get me? Give them time to grow within and grow with them. Because if you don't, I believe, if you don't have unconditional love for somebody, your tolerance level for them wouldn't be as much. Because it's like your parents or somebody having unconditional love for you. They'll tolerate you forever, or they'll tolerate you for a very long time because they love you for the good and the bad. I like it. They love you for your bullshit and your thing, because it's unconditional.
It's hard not to quit.
You get to say. That's why with my woman, that's why obviously over the years and we've been together, that's why I realised, because she picked, bro, with her big head, she pisses me off, bro. Sorry, baby. She pisses me off, but I love, bro, that's my best friend. Like, I love her. Even obviously with me and my boy talking, like, fam, even hopefully next year, like I want to get engaged to her, like proper get engaged. Because even this thing that you don't talk about, I believe, obviously you don't have your own ceremony, even you don't can talk about this with your wedding and stuff like that. I believe, you know, the normal big wedding, the Babylon kind of wedding, big celebration and stuff like that, on the sign the papers and stuff like that. I believe I'm already married, like I told certain people. Because everything besides having that celebration and the ring, I've been with my partner for so many years, and I think I've said it to him as well. So I feel like we've been married anyway.
Yeah.
You should just call it wife.
We've lived together. Everything that you guys, literally.
Wifey.
Wifey, literally. Everything that you guys said, like you live together, like share, like literally my man is your man, everything together. Like we do everything together. So it's like, it's just beautiful, man. And I feel like once you experience real love, not to sound cheesy before I move on, I reckon everybody should be able, at least once upon a time, to experience that actual real love with a partner. Where it's like, because then I reckon, maybe if certain people experience that, I reckon that would change a lot of people's lives, you know, and a lot of people's way of thinking, if you know what I'm saying. Because once you feel that, you're like, rock. Even I get scared. I don't know about you, I get scared. Let's even dive into this a little bit more. I'm not going to lie, Ian, bro, on my kids' life. Sometimes even, you know, when you love, because I even get a bit scared thinking, bro, I love this woman so much. Like, you know when you love someone so much and you think, imagine, I can't even, that's it. I can't picture myself without them. Imagine something happened. I'm not gonna you find yourself even thinking, bro, I love this person so much, even scares me to even think if I could ever live without them.
That's a good speech. You will love me.
But it's I tell her though, because with me it's like I literally when I'm thinking of certain things, I tell her.
I couldn't live without you, Serena.
I tell you what.
But
where I used to work,
where I used to work,
I used to work in the homeless sector.
Yeah.
And part of that was working with people sometimes got mental health issues, substance use issues, domestic violence, all sorts of stuff that was coming into homelessness. And during the time when I worked in this profession, I met many people who've, like even middle-aged women and men, who've never experienced even a healthy relationship with a person, someone who just cared for them at all. So I would say, after seeing that and after seeing these people's lives, that having love for any time at all is a gift. And then once we're experiencing, once we're experiencing love, it's important not to think about what could happen, what could get taken away, but to feel gratitude for the experience that you're having in the moment, and just know that if that were to be taken away, you'd still have all those beautiful memories. And what happens is sometimes is people get into relationships and they have great relationships, and then something happens that breaks them up, and then they start to think of that relationship in a negative way, rather than think back and say, okay, it didn't work out, but those were great times there. For the people who've never had those interactions, they would have loved those moments.
Imagine.
You know what I mean? So it really brings it into perspective then. And I do, for that reason, I advise people to go out and to help and do charity work and connect and volunteer in places like that, to meet more people, to spend time with them, to give love to people that have never had it before, and also to find the love in their lives.
Absolutely, because even for me, like I always talk about them, because like I realise it's a shameful thing, but at the same time I realise everybody's different. The charity that I work for, like I started working with them when I was like in a very low very low, like in my life, a low point in my life. So they've helped me, you know, just build up my self-esteem again, and with a lot of other stuff, a lot more than your typical housing or even your own family will help you with. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like they've really, really helped a lot. That's why I scream. I'm not embarrassed of them. I scream of them. But I realized when I started working with them, I realized you got like people that they were helping as well. Like I realized those kind of some people would be embarrassed to speak, to basically give them the credit in public, to say, oh, I work with them, because the people were embarrassed because this charity was helping them with their housing, to get back on their feet. So it's like people are like, you know what, I'm embarrassed to say these guys helped me because I was homeless, or these guys helped me because I was you get me, I was low. Rather than me, I look at it like, are you not dumb? Regardless of what people might think, fuck what people think. These people helped you though, so tell people what they did for you. Give them the credit they deserve. So
the moment you start talking about them, the moment you empower yourself, you move from that person who's being helped to the person who's helping someone else. So you actually move out of that paradigm, you know. So it's not only like, you know, just say don't be embarrassed or give them their credit, but literally step up and take your place. A lot of people who start out in support systems go on later to go and help to support other people as well, and that's what's so good about it. And a lot of the time when you working with these types of services, a lot of the people in there started out in the same way, and that's how they get to become so empathetic and have the information, know how to help you.
Like it's crazy, because that's why again people say sometimes people underestimate like the importance of a proper good conversation with a person. So with me working with this charity, big up each and every day to Fat Macy's. I don't know if you see them, like we've obviously followed each other on Instagram, like, you know, when obviously they do supper clubs, and obviously before this lockdown and stuff like that. So one of the main jobs is to just obviously go into hostels and stuff like, because you know, like there's a lot of hostels up and down London, innit, where especially housing, the housing has let people down. You know, like a lot of people on the housing list waiting to get housed, and especially if you're stuck in a shit hostel, the conditions are bad. All over London, everybody's going. A lot of people are going through these kind of things. So this charity, what they do, you do supper clubs with them. You go, and in terms of building on your self-esteem, at the beginning of each supper club, you can either do like an intro speech to the people that we're serving, or an outro speech. So as time goes by, even to talk in front of people, that builds up your self-esteem. So they do a lot of these things, and obviously when you work to a certain,
I went to one of those as well.
Yeah, you do certain hours.
It was a charity called Something Jokes.
No, there's a lot of charities that are doing kind of like obviously similar stuff, but obviously you get certain charities who they just push and try to go a little bit more beyond. So for me, like you just touched on obviously earlier with charities, for me, after going and speaking to different people and just like getting different stories and stuff, like it really, really helped me. It really like helped me in terms of thinking that life is not that bad, because certain people, you find that certain people, they're going through obviously worse, and certain people, even in terms of like connecting as well, certain people can help you with this, certain people can help you with that. So it's like, I reckon, I would recommend anyone to try to like get into any type of charity, because even giving back in general, like doing even in your community, like, that's really good, giving back.
And get you out your comfort zone. The people that you're meeting, like, you know, the service users of all the services that I ever worked in, have probably taught me more than like most of the things like in my life. Such amazing, great people who just like had so much life experience, and really turned my whole view of just even things like mental health like completely around, and everything I learnt there helped me moving forward into my own journey now into Inner Standing Spirit, and helping me to take that to help even more people. Like
to move on, and when you're ready to also help other people as well.
Yeah.
Because even the founder of like, her name is Meg, like of that Fat Macy charity that I work for, even with her, obviously we've got work in future and stuff, like even like I said to her, listen, once I get back on my feet fully, because I know like how much, you know, when basically like as human, when somebody help you and get you back on your feet to a certain degree, and you feel like, I'm not gonna lie, once I get back on my foot to a certain degree, I'm going to do the same for somebody else. Yeah. I'm going to give back, basically. So literally, I've said to her, like, no matter what, bro, I'm always going to give back to the charity. Even like when I speak to people, even kids, that's part of the reason why I end up starting this platform anyway, like, to just connect with a lot of different people and just have conversations, because you never know what a conversation might do for actually a person, you get me? Like a proper insightful conversation. So it's like, I feel like it's important, man. Ian, what you say, man? Even before we carry on, you got like, anything you want to ask? When I ask the beautiful people, anything, bro.
Yeah,
I want all of us to be involved, you know.
Now the question I had was about spiritual, because these lot, I feel like they're very spiritual. So, like the original question that I had was, what has spirituality done for you together as a couple, and what it's done individually?
I reckon it's definitely made me as well more empathic.
That's not the
So
question.
I can actually put myself in the shoes, like on a higher level. Also, I've been able to see my intuition in a louder voice, and also being able to guide myself through imagery as well, like like DMT visuals and stuff, which is dimethyltryptamine, which is liquid in your pineal gland, and also more dreams. And dreams help you to see what's upcoming, what's coming up next, and how you can deal with them in the physical realm. And also, I've been able to express myself more because of obviously the way I've started to think now. Spiritually as well, I've seen more love as well from my family. They're starting to see like, oh, Andy, he's doing well. Yeah. Through like the way I've changed things and stuff. So because of my consciousness has grown, the way I've talked, now they're saying, wow, like they hug me now. They said he's not crazy. He's like a little prophet. Now let's listen to him now.
Before it was
might be Jesus, coming through.
the beard,
with the long hair,
the beard, bomber crack. No man, I see the beard. Taras crack the beard look like Jesus. Jesus, Taras.
Just Weez. Another one.
Now, I read that though.
Yeah, I would say
that
that just like
that's a sick question,
spirituality as well. When you said about like connecting with your consciousness, it cures loneliness as well. So sometimes you feel like alone in the world. You can have people around. You can even have your loved one with you, but even your loved one.
Look what spiritual done to me. Look, you called me the mother goddess.
Even your loved one is still on their spiritual journey, on their individual life path. So you're by yourself, and it makes you feel by yourself. But spirituality allows you to know that you're not by yourself. You're everyone, and that you can never be alone because you are everyone. You are